Now that I've been doing these monthly update streams, I say this isn't one, but since I've been doing them, I have talked a couple of months ago now about what makes a cozy game. And part of that, I said that Assassin's Creed Odyssey, to me, would count as a cozy game. Whilst people think immediately of things like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing or things like that, where you can just have this other life, you know, an agrarian lifestyle or collecting things and selling them to owls or whatever it may be. But, you know, you could have stuff like your casual mobile games, Candy Crush and the like. You could have those in there as well, absolutely. But to me, a cozy game can be those, but also games that have worlds you want to kind of live in. In my past, I've been very open about this. I was pretty much addicted to Skyrim. That's the only way I can really phrase it. Because it was what I needed at the time. The real world was not nice to me, and so I used that as my escape, rather than tackling stuff head on. But, you know, I've had time in that I've really enjoyed. I've had Cyberpunk 2077. That's a world that I keep going back to because I just want to drive around, listen to songs that make me cry thanks to a certain animated series. You know, I want to enjoy my time in these worlds. Yes, you know, I do stuff around the map, I take on the missions, etc., and some of them I've played 4, 5, 10 times. But I don't mind, because I enjoy the world. And to me, Assassin's Creed Odyssey fits that definition of a cozy game. I know purists of the Assassin's Creed series are not massive fans of, or a lot of them anyway, are not massive fans of the deviation towards more RPG elements. They like the kind of get good model, where however many times you've accidentally turned the wrong corner when you're trying to eavesdrop and have to restart, that's just skill issue. It's not bad design that the game kind of railroads you the wrong direction or something. But I always hated that. I've never liked that mentality of just get good. I want numbers to go up in games. I like that element of RPG, like that upgrade, that development of the character. Whilst I also am, you know, getting better with the controls, I think it should be sort of synergistic. I improve, my character improves, therefore the game becomes a rewarding challenge when I beat certain things. But I never really felt that in a lot of the old ones. I have played through. I've completed some of them of that older mould, but I don't really go back to them. But the RPGs are the ones I keep replaying. And as I say, Odyssey is the one. Origins, it's fine. Valhalla, I think, is a bit too packed with just random stuff. And unfortunately with Valhalla, the one thing I found was that it tickled the part of my brain that wants to clear the map more than any other game for some weird reason. And that became quite frustrating. Mirage was a bit more like the old ones, so I've not really completed that. And I played some of Shadows. I wasn't in the right mindset for it. I'm not like a lot of these people, like, well, it's kind of historically inaccurate. You've basically just shoehorned that second character in. It should be just Naue. I understand that. You know, from what I've seen, from what I've played, I get those criticisms. But that wasn't the reason I bounced off it. I just wasn't feeling it. But with Odyssey, I come back over and over and over again. And it doesn't matter that I've played the same missions multiple times. It doesn't matter that I've heard so much of the dialogue and, you know, made probably pretty much all of the same choices because I'm still the same person. It doesn't matter about all that. This is comfort food for me. When I've been particularly stressed or down, these are the kind of things I turn to. And I can't say that any game has really captured that, you know, in the same way. Again, you know, Skyrim, Cyberpunk, etc., they're first person, but I'm thinking like third person games where you've got almost like more of a barrier to immersion. This is really, I think, the only one that I've ever felt that. And I am a Cassandra purist. I know that is the canonical one if you look in the books and things like that, and I've always felt more of a kinship. That's nothing against Alexios or the voice actor or anything like that. It just always felt more right as Cassandra's tale. And this last time I've played it through, I used a guide that gave a canonical mission order with canonical choices, a few little changes to make certain things work better, but generally it would follow what was established as this is like the true tale. And to be honest, I realised this time playing that having this guide to give me the order meant I didn't quite get stuck in that side quest hell. I wasn't ticking off, I wasn't clearing every single fort or anything like that, But if a mission took me there or something like that, fine, I'll clear it out while I'm there. I think I got all of the Steelies and some of the other bits and pieces, some of the Orichalcum, things like that. But it wasn't about ticking off the map. It was enjoying my time. It was getting on the back of Phobos and just riding around mainland Greece as much as I could. And I, again, wholeheartedly think that this is one of my favourite games of all time. Whether you're someone who's a purist, whether you're someone who's never touched Assassin's Creed, whatever, I think this is, to me, peak Assassin's Creed. But I'd be very curious to hear other people's viewpoints. I know some of the purists actually do quite like this one. Something about it works for them, and there are those who just will go, no, it's the RPG style, I won't even give it a fair shake, which is very narrow-minded, but you do you. But please do let me know in the comments what you feel about this, and I've no idea what I'm talking about next week, so we'll all find out together. Please do tune in on Sunday, because I did say that I might do a mid-month update. This is if you're watching pretty much when it goes live, so that'll be Sunday the 16th of November 2025. There will be a shorter update stream that I just want to do as a little top-up. It's not replacing December's, that will still happen whether in video or stream form, but please join me for that and everything else. But until next time, as always, thank you for watching, take care, and you're all a bunch of malakas.